Hi everyone and welcome to this channel. Today I'm going to be talking about token black girls. In media, we see this as the black female who has no clear characteristic or importance to the show or the area she's in other than being black. Or that same woman will feed into the stereotype of what a black woman is, which is loud and angry. Now, if we dive deeper, notice how there is always just one. You can't find even two black women together, and if there are more than one black woman still outshines the other. Now, this carries on over into real life as well. Think of Tyra Banks and Naomi Campbell, Gabby Douglas and Simone Biles, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. They're always pitted against each other rather than being equally praised for their success. Because why? There can only be one. Now, what got me thinking about this? I follow the Shade Room on Instagram, and they were talking about, as most people know, there's this rivalry, quote unquote, between Tyra Banks and Naomi Campbell. Now, on the Shade Room, they posted a little snippet of the interview that Tyra had with Wall Street Journal, in which she reflected on this supposed rivalry with Naomi. Now, here's what she said. "I'm very sensitive to that word because a rivalry is between two equals to me, whereas one was very dominant. She was a supermodel, and I was just this new girl that got on a plane from Paris and was studying fashion in magazines. As much as I was booking fashion shows, people didn't know I was going home at night crying my eyes out because the woman I was looking up to seemed like she didn't want me to be there and was doing everything in her power to make me go away." So what is the issue there that Tyra had with Naomi? The industry didn't allow for two black women to be in the spotlight. So to Tyra, it looks like someone's attacking her, but to Naomi was thinking, I have to fight to stay relevant because there's not enough space for two successful black women. Now let's take a look at Gabby Douglas and Simone Biles. Both brilliant, talented, very educated young women. Now, Gabby Douglas found success in 2012 at the London Olympics, where she won the gold medal in the individual all-around, became the first African-American woman, as well as the first woman of color of any nationality to win that event. She also became the first American gymnast ever to win both the team and individual all-around gold at the same Olympics. And then you have in 2016, 4 years later, at the Rio Olympics, Gabby Douglas actually helped the U.S. win a second consecutive gold medal in the team event, which was also her third Olympic gold medal. Then comes Simone Biles, who in 2016, she was a 5-time Olympic medalist, 4 golds, 1 bronze medal, in team, all-around, vault, floor, and beam, respectively. But at the same thing, while we're all still rooting for Simone and we're happy Gabby is there, during that competition, people immediately started criticizing Gabby Douglas's hair. Tell me why what athlete is ever criticized for their hair? She's doing talented things, defying the laws of physics, and she's getting criticized for her hair. Then she's getting accused of bleaching her skin. And the thing is, afterwards, I remember I saw articles about this. Gabby was heartbroken, she was crying, and I'm just like, you're first, she didn't. Newsflash, she did not bleach her skin. It was literally lighting. But then criticized for her hair again. During the podium ceremony when the national anthem was played, just like everybody else, Gabby Douglas stood up to honor the country, but she received criticism yet again on social media for not placing her hand on her heart, which some said was controversial. And the thing is, throughout all of this, I don't understand. I don't see Gabby Douglas as better than Simone. I don't see Simone as better than Gabby. I see two successful black women. But for some reason, again, you're pitting these people against each other. And then since then, Gabby has fizzled out of the limelight. Whether she plans to return for the 2020 Olympics is completely unknown. But of course, you have Simone with her ever-growing fan base, and she's set to return. This is not me being Team Gabby over Team Simone. I'm like rooting for both of them. But again, another instance where you can't have two black women sharing the spotlight. And now, an even more current thing is the Cardi B and Nicki Minaj issue. Both are successful, and both aggressively shot down any rumored rivalries between the two at the early stages when people thought there was going to be an issue. Of course, they did get physical at Harper's Bazaar party during the New York Fashion Week. revealing that there actually had been some problems with the two. But prior to that, fans were already trying to pit them against each other, saying, oh, Nicki's more classy, but she comes across as standoffish. Oh, Cardi B's real ghetto and ratchet. I don't like how she speaks, dresses, or acts. Is it our right to judge? No. And the worst part is that this was not coming from any outside community. This was coming from the Black community itself, tearing down two pivotal women. Like, how is it that our community is doing the most damage? Honestly, go look at the comments and the responses to this information, and people are so quick to judge. And honestly, if you're a listener and you're doing it too, shame on you. So looking at this, you can see that no one will root, and especially to the Black women that are listening to this or watching this, no one will root for you more. No one's rooting for us. No one's rooting for women. No one's rooting for Black people. And now on top of that, we're Black women and no one's rooting for us. We have to root for each other. We have to stay connected and unified together. So the whole point of this is we need to get rid of the token Black girl in society. And we need to start standing together and be these amazing, talented, successful Black women.